From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Okay, let's go ahead and start you off with the two wildfires in the viewing area, starting off with the Tiger Creek fire that's burning outside of Milton Freewater. This one was 19% contained the last time we talked to you on Friday, and it's now up to 73% containment. So the people working this fire have made some excellent progress over the weekend, and the acreage, as we've gotten more accurate mapping, has shrunk down to 534 acres. Then for the Williams Mine fire burning to the south of Mount Adams in southwestern Yakima County, containment still holding steady at 42%, but both of these fires are going to be helped out big time by some wetter and cooler weather on the way. But for right now, temperatures, well, yeah, they're cool out there. 41 in the Tri-Cities, 50 for Walla Walla, 39 for Yakima. All of us need some sort of jacket this morning as you're headed out the front door, but a little bit later today it is going to be very warm for the middle of October, but that is going to be short-lived as we have some big time rain chances in Wednesday and Thursday, and that is going to drive our high temperatures way down. I'll show you how much rainfall we're expecting. Also, I'll tell you just how cool we'll get. That's going to be coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, the fisherman who has been missing since October 3rd has been found. We have the latest from officials. And today's Indigenous Peoples Day in the United States, we have what businesses are open and which ones may be closed for today. Also still ahead, we're learning more about the man arrested near former President Donald Trump's campaign rally over the weekend. All the details are on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal. It is Monday, October 14th. Happy Monday. We've got a lot to get to, so we're going to go ahead and start off this morning with an update on a missing person in Grant County. Authorities say Richard Smith, the fisherman who has been missing since October 3rd, has been found. Authorities say Smith's body was recovered from O'Sullivan Reservoir Sunday afternoon. They say they found the body after it came to the surface near where his tackle box and other gear was found last weekend. The Grant County Sheriff's Office says it notified Smith's family and they plan on giving a new update sometime this morning. The cause of death will be determined at a later date. In fire news, Level 2 and Level 3 evacuations for the Squilchuck Road fire remain in effect overnight in Chelan County. So far, no structures have been lost with this fire that's currently 30% contained. Squilchuck Road at Metho Street is closed to through traffic. An incident management team is taking over operations this morning, and a new update on the fire is expected after 8 a.m. Any changes in evacuation orders are posted automatically to Chelan County Emergency Management. Fire crews from around the region continue to battle vegetation fires along the interstates and other wooded areas. Over the weekend, there were several calls in Kittitas County, Franklin County, and also Benton County. This vegetation fire that started just off of Road 68 and Chapel Hill Boulevard in Pasco had people using buckets of water to try and put it out before the fire department got to the scene. Fire officials continue to warn people to obey burn bans and to check for burning allowances in your area. And firefighters with Milton Freewater Rural Fire Department and EMS battled a barn fire early Sunday morning. Now, the fire happened before 5 a.m. on County Road. At this time, it's unknown if there were any injuries or the extent of the damage. We'll bring you more information once it's available on AppleValleyNewsNow.com. In your Crime Watch now, one man has been arrested after a car crash that happened over the weekend. The crash happened on West 4th Avenue and South Olympia Street just before 3:30 Sunday morning. According to authorities, the driver flipped his car after hitting a retaining wall, and he walked away with only minor injuries. The man was taken to the hospital for treatment, and authorities say he's facing a DUI charge for the crash. The Kennewick Police Department is asking for your help in getting information on a case that happened a little more than 3 years ago. On September 21st, 2021, 18-year-old Alyssa Moore was shot and killed near the intersection of 7th Avenue and Kent Street. Investigators say it was a targeted attack and that Moore died from her several gunshot wounds. Authorities say they need people to come forward with any information they may have from the night of the shooting, as they say there were many witnesses who saw what happened. The West Richland Police Department is asking for your help in identifying 2 people they believe may have been out prowling over the weekend. And according to information released by the department, these 2 people were spotted on surveillance video. Authorities are hoping you can help them identify the 2 people by looking at their clothing. And if you can help, please call the non-emergency dispatch number. That's 509-628-0333. Now, several law enforcement agencies were able to arrest a wanted man in Benton City over the weekend. The man is wanted for several felonies, including motor vehicle theft, malicious mischief, and eluding. Authorities say the man was finally arrested in Benton City after he again tried to run from law enforcement. The Benton County Sheriff's Office, Richland Police Department, West Richland Police Department, Pasco Police, and Washington State Patrol all teamed up to make this arrest happen. In your business news this morning, could electric airplanes be on the way for the Yakima Airport? A Puget Sound Regional Council regional aviation study forecasted a 2050 capacity shortage of 27 million annual passengers, which means SeaTac Airport will reach full capacity by 2027. However, the Yakima Airport has a plan to help with that. The City of Yakima has requested the Commercial Aviation Coordinating Commission to consider the air terminal as a single preferred location. Now, we talked with Yakima's airport director, who says they've partnered with 5 other airports, all of them in Western Washington, to start up a small electric aviation system.
You know, once the FAA approves these airplanes for safe flight, the convenience that they're going to experience, the lower cost of the flight. So just imagine, let's say that you live in Olympia, Washington, and it's like a 2-hour drive to get to SeaTac. Or you could just take the 15-minute drive to the Olympia Airport. There's no hassle with parking, no TSA, no ticketing. You carry your own bag and put it on the plane, climb in the plane, and in 30 minutes you're in Yakima. You saved all that time. It's a cheaper flight, cheaper parking. It's just a better traveling experience.
The airport director also says there is more work to be done on this plan, so stay with us for updates. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, there's just over 3 weeks left to go until the presidential election. And former President Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris both spent the weekend on the campaign trail. We have the latest coming up. But first, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert will have your weather forecast. Good Morning Northwest. We'll be right back.
It's the home makeover sale at Furniture Row, so the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Save on living, dining, and bedroom. Or get 60 months, no interest. The home makeover sale on now at Furniture Row.
Choice Hotels is a family of brands with a hotel for any traveler you want to be. Like Quality Inn for the dad that gets every dollar and minute out of this family road trip.
The day is upon us. Stay 2 nights and get 8,000 points when you book direct.
With Reynolds, holiday meals become so easy to prep, cook, and clean. You can feel like the chef of your kitchen. Make it easy. Make it with Reynolds.
Women, were you exposed to Dactyl while you were pregnant? Infant birth defects are caused by this toxic weed killer used in farming, landscaping, and gardening. As a result, the EPA has asked agricultural workers to stop using Dactyl, also known as DCPA. If you or your child was injured by Dactyl, protect your rights for compensation. Call Whites and Luxembourg today at 917-LAWYERS to learn more. That's 917-LAWYERS.
Give snow the boot with the new Husqvarna snowblower from Liberty Lawn and Saw. Built for reliable performance year after year, Husqvarna snowblowers are easy to use on those cold winter days. Work smarter, not harder, with features like electric start and remote shoot rotator. Plus, Husqvarna snowblowers offer a 5-year warranty, 5 on the engine and 5 years guaranteed to start. So blow winter away this year. See the complete line of Husqvarna snowblowers at Liberty Lawn and Saw in West Richland.
You love the internet. But do you love your internet? Do frozen screens make your heart melt? Do buffering wheels give you butterflies? Didn't think so. You should meet Ziply Fiber. It's faster, it's friendlier, it's fiber. Ziply is fiber optic internet. That means no lag and no buffering. Gotta love it. Ziply Fiber. Call 1-888-GO-ZIPLY or visit ziplyfiber.com/GoZiply. Plans as low as $10 a month.
Don't
put up with rotten sleep.
During the incredible value sale at Denver Mattress.
Right now, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend.
Or get 60 months no interest and free shipping.
Kick that rotten sleep to the curb. Only at Denver Mattress.
A portion of the news is sponsored by Kubota.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We have some very light haze across most of the region for this morning. No significant air quality reductions in place for right now. I'm thinking it's likely going to be that way for the rest of today. Here's what it's looking like by 5 p.m. this afternoon and evening. You can see that area overall shrinking, and again, we're just not expecting any thick smoke. And then by the time we get to midnight, maybe some of it hanging around in the lower Columbia Basin, also for the Blue Foothills. But by the time we get to lunchtime for tomorrow, looks like even the light haze is mostly out of our viewing area, and that is going to be in part due to this storm system that we'll have to deal with a little bit into Tuesday, but more so into Wednesday and Thursday. Here's your day planner for today. It's going to be a nice day, plenty of sunshine. Yeah, a little bit cool for this morning with temperatures in the 40s and 50s. 44 for the Tri-Cities by 8 this morning, 52 in Walla Walla, 44 in Yakima. But come time for lunchtime, especially in the sunshine, it's going to feel excellent out there. 68 for Hermiston, 66 for Yakima, 65 for Ellensburg at 12 p.m. Then by 4 p.m. we should be up into the mid-70s. So for today, plenty of sunshine, light haze, high temperatures up into the middle to upper 70s. In between the mountains. Will be about 10 degrees above average for this time of the year. And then for tonight, could have some showers up in the Cascades. Also could have some showers in the Cascades starting in the late afternoon, but those could persist for tonight. Clouds becoming a little bit more pesky for the Kittitas and Yakima valleys, but to the east of there, clear skies other than some very light haze. Overnight lows down into the 40s and 50s between the mountain ranges, but tomorrow we have a transitional day, little shower chances, then much better shower chances in Wednesday and Thursday. I'll tell you how much rainfall we're expecting coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. In political news this morning, former President Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris both spent the weekend on the campaign trail. ABC's Christiane Cordero has more.
With just over 3 weeks to go, today both presidential campaigns are making their way to Pennsylvania, each holding events in the crucial battleground state. Harris spent her weekend in North Carolina, slamming Trump's mental acuity. The vice president released her medical records and called the former president out for not doing the same. She also went after Trump for turning down another debate.
It makes you wonder, why does his staff want him to hide away? One must question, are they afraid that people will see that he is too weak and unstable?
Before the rally, Harris went to church, urging people to keep the faith, attempting to separate her rhetoric from Trump's.
Instead of offering hope, there are those who are channeling people's tragedies and sorrows into grievance and hatred. Sadly, frankly, the motives are quite transparent, to gain some advantage for themselves.
While on a swing through 3 West Coast states, Trump continued to push the issue of immigration.
If Kamala gets 4 more years, the entire country will be turned into a migrant camp.
The former president promised to hire more border agents, even though he helped kill a bipartisan border security deal that would have funded the hiring of more Customs and Border Patrol agents. He also mocked reporters for implying he's too old or impaired, and on Fox proposed a new threat to use the military against his political opponents.
I think the bigger problem are the people from within. We have some very bad people. We have some sick people, radical left lunatics. And I think they're and it should be very easily handled by, if necessary, by National Guard, or if really necessary, by the military, because they can't let that happen.
The latest ABC News Ipsos poll shows this race remains neck and neck with the economy as the biggest source of dissatisfaction. And despite low unemployment and cooling inflation, 59% say the economy is getting worse. Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, Florida and North Carolina are rebuilding after the destruction brought on by Hurricane Milton. And we're learning people are desperate for fuel and generators. The latest on the aftermath of Milton coming up.
Your best defense against breast cancer is a healthy lifestyle. Don't smoke, exercise regularly, limit alcohol. Learn more at applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Casa Memorial Health, now scheduling mammograms with your health and safety in mind. This is how we care.
It's the last game on the road before the Kraken return home. The team's headed to Nashville, and you can watch with us for free. Kraken Predators. Pre-game at 4:30 p.m. Tuesday on Apple Valley News Now.
Apples are the pride of Washington's agricultural economy. When India put on the retaliatory tariff, we were basically dead in the market. Thanks to Maria Cantwell stepping in and getting that tariff removed, we're up to 2 million boxes and we're climbing steadily. It's a huge difference for the industry. Maria Cantwell is effective because she works with both parties to get things done for our industry.
I'm Maria Cantwell, and I approve this message because I'll keep taking on powerful interests to get things done.
Our hometown. It's more than the regions we live in or the roads we drive on. It's a camaraderie, a belonging. It's working together to be a part of something bigger. All October long, bring a non-perishable food donation to McCurley dealerships or find a specially packed food donation bag at any local Yolks Fresh market. You are driving change in our community. That's what makes home, home.
From all of us at McCurley Subaru, thank you for helping us give back.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0% APR for up to 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
By Buffalo. Rodgers half wide open, touchdown.
The Bills and the Jets tonight at 5. Apple Valley News Now.
Next live.
Henry Winkler's going to be here?
TV legend Henry Winkler.
The Fonz. I know, it's so exciting.
Plus, Krista Miller from Shrinking.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Smoke City for Less. We are open 7 days a week with now 5 locations.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Okay, we established that today is going to be a warm and sunny day, and then into tomorrow it's going to be a transitional day, even though we'll have these little shower chances starting in the valleys during the afternoon, starting in the basin and foothills during the evening. And again, give or take an hour to either side of what's on this graphic, but that's just the model consensus for tomorrow. We'll have a better idea of that come time for tomorrow morning. But yeah, little shower chances for Tuesday, big time rain chances for Wednesday and Thursday. That's going to be storm system number 1 for this week, and storm system number 2 is going to be into Saturday and Sunday. But let's dive deeper into storm system number 1 for Wednesday and Thursday. You can see here's some of the rainfall projections, subject to change, but maybe between 1 inch to 1.5 inches for the mountains, maybe upwards of 1 inch for the Blue Mountains, and then likely less, well, a lot less than that in between the mountain ranges, probably less than 1/10 of an inch for the Kittitas and Yakima valleys, but maybe some more tangible stuff for the basin and for the foothills. And we'll show you what that means in terms of the big picture, how that's going to impact the drought. That's going to be coming up later in the show. But Thursday morning and a Friday evening, it's going to get interesting because our snow levels are going to drop way down to around 3,500 feet. So places like Cabbage Hill, Meacham, Ukiah could see that transition of snow, although all in all, we're expecting just trace amounts of snowfall. But, you know, it's the season. It makes us all a little bit excited. And the snow levels are getting so low because temperatures will get so low, down into the low 60s in the Tri-Cities by Thursday and Friday. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Big rain chances Wednesday and Thursday. More showers possible Saturday and Sunday. Highs down into the 60s Wednesday and beyond. Lows in the 30s Thursday and Friday night. Then for Yakima, small shower chance Tuesday turns into a much better rain chance for Wednesday and Thursday. We start off in the 70s this week, down into the 50s Thursday and Friday. Lows around 30 Thursday night. Then for Ellensburg, little shower chances Tuesday, more substantial rain chances Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. Winds pick up Wednesday and Thursday, leaving freezing lows in their wake by Friday morning. Then for Hermiston, wet weather looking likely Wednesday and Thursday, maybe some more of the same this weekend. Much cooler by mid to late week, lows adjacent to freezing by Thursday night. Then for Walla Walla, dry Monday and Tuesday, but rain likely Wednesday and Thursday. Maybe more wet weather this weekend. Highs in the mid 70s for Monday, but will be about 20 degrees cooler by Thursday and Friday.
Thank you, Josh. And we go now to weather news across Florida and North Carolina, where people are rebuilding their lives after 2 historic hurricanes. President Biden has announced $600 million in new funding, but for some storm survivors, money cannot buy comfort or hope, at least not yet. ABC's Allison Cossack has the details.
Long lines of cars stretch through the streets of St. Petersburg, with people desperate for gas to fuel not only their cars, but also generators in the wake of Hurricane Milton. Gas shortages are easing, with more deliveries arriving, but 500,000 customers in Florida remained without power overnight.
We're going to do everything we can to get power back in your home.
President Biden surveying the damage yesterday, announcing $612 million in relief funds, including money to strengthen the power grid. Governor DeSantis deploying 2,800 workers to remove debris over the next 90 days. Work also covered by federal funds.
We got approved for what we wanted.
Entire communities are in shambles after the disaster. One man recounting the terrifying moments his family faced after a transformer exploded outside their home.
We got to get out of here. My wife grabbed the baby and we ended up coming out of the garage. I had to pull the emergency thing and just kind of throw it up, and then we hauled Bud out of here.
When they returned, they found this massive sinkhole had opened up. The devastating storm came just 2 weeks after Hurricane Helene. Up to 100,000 homes and businesses in North Carolina are still without running water, and it could take weeks to fully restore service. Volunteers are going door to door with buckets to flush toilets. Aid is pouring in from across the country. Volunteers are also installing solar-powered generators. Back in Florida, some people were asked after so many storms, why rebuild? Many people saying because of the people, their neighbors, their communities.
Community is the best part, though. Everybody helping each other.
As a result of the storms, analysts predict home insurance rates will rise nationwide. And coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, we're looking at what movies did well this weekend and which ones are flopping. We'll get you all caught up in just a few minutes. And speaking of catching up, we'll be listening to Usher's song Caught Up as we go to break, because Usher Baby is celebrating a birthday today, and I love me some throwback Usher. Keep it here, we'll be right back.
I've always had an eye for opportunity. As a kid, I was hustling, selling candy, mowing lawns, you name it. That drive never left me. The first time I tasted crumble, it was clear to me this was more than just a cookie. From that moment, I knew this was a chance to bring the taste of something new to our neighborhood, but I couldn't do it alone. That's where Happel came in. With their support, I was able to secure the loan that brought crumble to our community. Where do you, credit union?
Liberal Democrats Maria Beltran, Anna Kennedy, and Chelsea Demas support even no questions asked late-term abortions. They oppose measures that would lower taxes, make gas cheaper, and let you take home more of your paycheck. They would make your streets less safe, raise your gas prices, and encourage your children to disrespect faith, family, and America. Seattle liberals Maria Beltran, Anna Kennedy, and Chelsea Demas do not share your values and are too extreme for Central Washington.
For 17 years, Senator Curtis King has delivered for you. That's why the media calls Curtis King the Republican in Olympia most likely to pass a bill. Senator King helped fund the Sozo Soccer Complex, giving local youth and adult soccer players a world-class recreational facility. Curtis King helped Perry Tech expand, providing thousands of local students with real-world skills, and he delivered funding for dozens of local road projects.
I'm Curtis King, and I'd appreciate your vote.
Women, were you exposed to Dactyl while you were pregnant? Infant birth defects are caused by this toxic weed killer used in farming, landscaping, and gardening. As a result, the EPA has asked agricultural workers to stop using Dactyl, also known as DCPA. If you or your child was injured by Dactyl, protect your rights for compensation. Call Weitz and Luxembourg today at 917-LAWYERS to learn more. That's 917-LAWYERS.
Wake up, people! Rotten sleep means rotten moods, rotten backs, rotten health. Rotten breath goes without saying, but you're in luck. Because during the incredible value sale, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out the Buena Vista. Any size, any model, and save $100. Or get 60 months no interest and free shipping. Kick that rotten sleep to the curb. Only at Denver Mattress. The easiest way to get the right mattress.
This newscast sponsored by Mariano Morales Law.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. It's time for some entertainment news, and we're looking at the box office numbers from over the weekend.
It's looking like a clown beat the Joker. Take a look.
Terrifier 3, a slasher featuring Art the Killer Clown, was the #1 movie at box offices, taking in over $18 million in its premiere weekend. That meant a sad face for another clown, Joker, Folie à Deux, relegated to 3rd place with just over $7 million, an 81% dip from last weekend's disappointing opening. #2 in ticket sales, the animated family flick Wild Robot, which netted about $13.5 million. Stars of the Wild Robot talked on the red carpet at the London Film Festival. Lupita Nyong'o plays the robot, Roz, who gets shipwrecked on a deserted island and must learn to adapt by forging relationships with the native animals. One of Roz's friends is a fox named Fink, voiced by Pedro Pascal. Grammy and other awards-winning country music star Lainey Wilson will perform live at the halftime show during the Dallas Cowboys Thanksgiving Day game against the New York Giants in Arlington, Texas. It's the most-watched regular season game of the year, 42 million viewers last year. A news release says Wilson will feature songs from her new album, Whirlwind, and a special surprise guest. Celebrity birthday, Usher turns 46 today. Chuck Sievertson, ABC News.
Do you like scary movies?
Yes.
Okay, so the Terrifier looks good to you? Well, when the clown came up, and I was like, that's
It looks a little
creepy.
corny. I like ones that are more based in reality, like if you see based on
suspense, like thrillers.
Yeah, like based on a true story right at the top. And see, I'm a little out there. I do believe in ghosts and Bigfoot and all that. So
Bigfoot?
Just makes life.
Ghosts I get. Bigfoot?
We're the Pacific Northwest. This is Bigfoot territory.
All right,
it just makes life a little more interesting.
This is a whole other conversation that we'll have at a later date. Well, coming up next on Good Morning Northwest at 6:30, Washington-based Boeing has been in hot water lately, and now the company is saying it's planning on cutting its workforce. Details are ahead. Also, there's a high chance you can feel the effects of smoke pollution both inside your home and outside. We have some simple steps that you can take to improve your air quality. It's all in your next half hour.
Apple Valley News Now is home to top shows from ABC like Grey's Anatomy, 911, and Abbott Elementary. And we're home to the #1 news on television, ABC World News Tonight with David Muir, plus award-winning local news, including the First Alert Weather Team. And we lead the way in sports with NFL Monday Night Football, college football, including the SEC, and just added the Seattle Kraken. We're Apple Valley News Now, proudly serving South Central Washington and Northern Oregon on your side. It's the last game on the road before the Kraken return home. The team's headed to Nashville, and you can watch with us for free. Kraken Predators, pregame at 4:30 p.m. Tuesday on Apple Valley News Now.
Early detection is key to beating breast cancer. Regularly check yourself and get a mammogram at least once each year. There's more at applevalleynewsnow.com.
Prosser Memorial Health, now scheduling mammograms with your health and safety in mind. This is how we care.
Ever feel like something's missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some, gimme Some Bagels.
Give snow the boot with the new Husqvarna snowblower from Liberty Lawn and Saw. Built for reliable performance year after year, Husqvarna snowblowers are easy to use on those cold winter days. Work smarter, not harder, with features like electric start and remote shoot rotator. Plus, Husqvarna snowblowers offer a 5-year warranty, 5 on the engine and 5 years guaranteed to start. So blow winter away this year. See the complete line of Husqvarna snowblowers at Liberty Lawn and Saw in West Richland.
Discover Curve Appeal in Kennewick, your personalized med spa. Experience our one-on-one services and treatments designed to make you look and feel your best. From laser hair removal or electrolysis to Botox or body contouring and laser treatments, we tailor our services to your unique needs. Our medical professionals ensure you leave feeling refreshed and rejuvenated. Ready to look and feel your best? Visit curveappealtc.com to schedule your consultation.
For over 49 years, Shelby's Floral has been your homegrown neighbor, bringing joy and beauty to every occasion. We're more than just a flower shop and specialize in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, and home decor. Our experienced designers are here to help you with all your floral needs, ensuring that every bouquet is as special as the moment it celebrates. Visit us today at our brand new location on Clearwater in Kennewick. We're part of your community and can't wait to help you celebrate life's moments. Shelby's Floral.
Buffalo battles the New York Jets tonight at 5 on Apple Valley News Now. This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Josh Colbert.
All right, Josh, so we are 75 and sunny like today, but is this the end of it? Because it always gets really cold in October and then we never turn back.
It feels like maybe we're at that little pivot inflection point right now. Now, never say never, but the fact that we have 2 consecutive back-to-back storm systems, one for Wednesday, Thursday, the next one for Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
Usually when there's 2, there's 3.
It's over.
So
enjoy the 75 while it lasts.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, let's go ahead and take a live look at the Columbia River. This view coming courtesy of the Legends Casino and Hotel. A little bit later today, this will be a mostly sunny view, but again, those views are going to change a bit later this week. Right now, temperatures are, they're cool out there. It's not the coldest weather we've seen, but 50 for Walla Walla, 41 for the Tri-Cities. Definitely a little bit chillier in the valleys as we're at 39 in Yakima, 38 in Ellensburg. So all of us need a jacket for this morning. I'm personally going with a heavy jacket for this morning. Light jacket weather a little bit later this morning. And then as soon as lunchtime in the sunshine, it's just going to be plenty of t-shirt weather, especially as we head into the afternoon. So for today, high temperatures will end up in the mid to upper 70s, 77 for the Tri-Cities, 78 in Hermiston, 76 in Yakima. A little bit of light haze out there, but no significant reductions to air quality expected. Now, it's not going to look like this for much longer. Like I mentioned, we have that storm system on Wednesday and Thursday bringing big-time rain chances, and I'll tell you what that could maybe do to our drought situation, and that's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. Now we start this half hour off in crime news as a group of teens are arrested in connection to more than 80 robberies throughout the state of Washington. Sebastian Robertson has a story.
Seattle police believe these 4 teenagers are behind dozens and dozens of violent crimes.
The ringleader in this does claim affiliation to a gang. How they're learning this, I'm not quite sure yet, so we have a lot to uncover.
Police say the group has been under investigation since September 5th. On Thursday, members of the Seattle Police Robbery Unit were surveilling an area in Federal Way when officers were alerted to a carjacking in Bellevue.
So they're going to be back westbound on 314th.
New video from Guardian 1 shows footage of that stolen car, believed to contain the 4 suspects police were waiting for. After more than an hour, officers on the ground stopped the vehicle and made the arrest.
This is not like a kid playing cops and robbers. These kids are very, very dangerous, and our system has to figure out a way, or we have to figure out a way, for our system to properly balance the cognitive abilities of a juvenile against the dangers that they're presenting.
Investigators discovered weapons in the vehicle, including this handgun with an extended magazine. Police believe it's the same teens seen in store surveillance videos pointing weapons at customers and staff, and in one case, spraying bullets with a modified handgun.
And the criminal justice system appropriately recognizes that there are differences, cognitive differences in juveniles. That doesn't diminish how dangerous their guns are.
The doors are open, looks like.
Tonight, all 4 remain in custody. Investigators confident they'll soon face charges for as many as 78 crimes.
Looks like they're all getting out of the car.
Sebastian Robertson, King 5 News.
In more statewide news, Washington-based company Boeing says it's planning to cut about 10% of the company workforce. Boeing has more than 170,000 employees worldwide, with the majority of those in the U.S. This move is part of the plan to cut costs by its new CEO, Kelly Ortberg, who took over back in August. Ortberg says Boeing needs to refocus resources and not spread itself too thin. Workers who are on strike say this is just another blow to those who are already employed by the company.
It's going to hurt a lot of people, hurt a lot of families, and a lot of people are going to be out of jobs and out of work.
Talks between Boeing and the Machinists Union broke down last week. Boeing has reported core operating losses of more than $33 billion, and that's from the time its 737 MAX plane was grounded for 20 months following 2 fatal crashes. Now, even if you don't live near an active wildfire, there is a good chance that you can see and feel the effects of smoke and dust pollution both outside and inside your home. Consumer Reports experts share some simple steps that you can take to improve your air quality.
As wildfires rip through acres of land, they leave a storm of smoke and dust pollution in their wake. The smoke from wildfires can travel hundreds, even thousands of miles, affecting the air inside your home.
An air purifier is a good first line of defense inside of your home when combating smoke caused by wildfires.
Tanya Christian covers indoor air quality for Consumer Reports. She works with testers to rate the effectiveness of dozens of air purifiers. In its labs, CR injects contaminants like smoke and dust into a controlled chamber to see how well an air purifier reduces the number of particles in the air. The faster an air purifier can remove those particles, the better the score. This Blue air purifier was one of the best in CR's tests for removing dust, pollen, and smoke from larger rooms. CR says for maximum effectiveness, you should keep the fabric pre-filter off. For less money, this Honeywell is also great at removing dust, pollen, and smoke particles, but only on its highest speed setting. But an air purifier isn't the only way you can protect yourself.
So air purifiers really work best when you're using them with other methods that help improve your indoor air quality.
Here's how to maximize the effectiveness of an air purifier. Close and seal windows and doors with weather stripping or even masking tape if that's all you have on hand. Spend most of your time in a room with few or no windows, and avoid rooms with vents to the outside. Finally, if you're dealing with an active wildfire or lots of smoke pollution, CR says you should keep your air purifier running 24/7 and change the filter as soon as the indicator light comes on. This is Teresa Hope.
Consumer Reports say you want to also keep in mind that indoor smoke sources from fireplaces, candles, and incense, even nearby pollution outside of your home, can all affect indoor air quality. So it's a good idea to minimize those if you want to further limit your exposure to air pollution. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, NASA is set to explore a potential world for life beyond Earth, and it's one of Jupiter's 95 moons. More after the break. And in theme for our next story, we're listening to Fly Me to the Moon by Frank Sinatra. And fun fact for your Monday morning, on this day in 1969, a warrant was issued in New Jersey for the arrest of Frank Sinatra for his connections with the mafia.
In other words,
Kraken, Predators, pregame at 4:30 p.m. Tuesday on Apple Valley News Now.
Fall is in the air, and that means getting back to school, putting outdoor toys away, and getting ready for winter sports. However, if an accident left you sidelined this summer, you should call Allen Brecky Law Offices. Call now. They're waiting to help you.
Your lawn demands a lot out of you all summer long, but now you can demand a lot out of your equipment with the E-Force line from Echo. The max-out technology inside every Echo trimmer keeps it running so you can get the job done. And the long-lasting battery power that Echo provides will make your lawn the envy of the neighborhood. So what are you waiting for? See the complete line of Echo E-Force products at Liberty Lawn and Saw on Van Giesen in West Richland or online at libertylawnandsaw.com.
What have we got?
The Andersons. All night tossing and turning, bad backs, sleep score at an all-time low.
Round up the team.
At Denver Mattress, going undercover is literally how we solve problems.
And when we find sleepers waking up with aches and pains, we turn to the Tempur-Pedic Adapt, designed for ultimate pressure relief that uniquely adapts to your body's pressure points. The Tempur Adapt features innovative technology, so you get deep, undisturbed rest all night long.
Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
Hi, I'm Deb Mangeris, and as a longtime CPA, I can assure you, Olympia needs to tighten its belt. That's why I'm running for the House of Representatives. I've been a Wapato resident and apple orchardist all my life, and I have been active for decades in my community, helping make this a better place to live. Now I want to represent you in Olympia, to bring common sense and hardworking values to the Capitol.
Join me November 5th in voting for Deb Mangeris.
You love the internet. But do you love your internet? Is your bundle a bundle of joy? Do you celebrate your contract's anniversary? No? You should meet Ziply Fiber. High-speed fiber optic internet means more freedom, more reliability, more speed on all your family's devices, all at the same time. Happily ever faster. Ziply Fiber. Call 1-888-GO-ZIPLY or visit ziplyfiber.com/GoZiply. Plans as low as $10 a month.
Happy September. Enjoy our Indian summer and back to school. Remember, going 35 in a 20-mile-an-hour school zone doubles your stopping distance.
Call 735-0546. They're waiting to help you.
Allen's going to take it. Touchdown. What an answer by Buffalo. Rodgers half wide open. Touchdown.
The Bills and the Jets tonight at 5. Apple Valley News Now.
Next live.
Henry Winkler's going to be here?
TV legend Henry Winkler.
The Fonz.
I know.
I know, it's so exciting.
Plus, Krista Miller from Shrinking.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Let's take you on a zone-by-zone tour of today's forecast. We start off in Kittitas County. We'll make it up to around 75 in Ellensburg, 70 for Cle Elum. Plenty of sunshine, although there could be some more clouds up in the Cascades, also some showers, specifically into the late afternoon and after that. Then in the Yakima Valley, we'll have temperatures in the mid-70s, 77 for Sunnyside, 77 for Toppenish, 76 for Yakima. Also sunshine with light haze and light winds. Then in the lower Columbia Basin, we'll be up around 80 for some locations, 78 for Umatilla and Hermiston. Always a little bit cooler in Boardman, 72 degrees there, 77 for the Tri-Cities. And then in the foothills of the Blues, it's going to be the same thing, mid to upper 70s, plenty of sunshine, light haze, and light winds overall. So all in all, a very nice day. We'll have that little transitional day for Tuesday, and then for Wednesday and Thursday, we're expecting, well, some rainfall, and here's what that rainfall is going to do to our rainfall deficit situation for the season. So on the left-hand side of this graphic, here's where we're at currently in terms of a deficit or surplus. It's all just a deficit for right now. And on the right-hand side, here's what we're thinking the deficit's going to look like on the other end of this storm system. So I'm thinking on the other end of it, we're still going to be about 80 to 90% below average for the valleys, but more like anywhere between 35 to 55% below average for the basin and foothills. So we're still going to be in a hole, but we're going to be trending in the right direction.
Thank you, Josh. Now for some spacey news. NASA says it could launch the largest spacecraft it's ever built for a planetary mission as early as this afternoon. It's called the Europa Clipper.
A SpaceX Falcon Heavy rocket is set to give it a lift from the Kennedy Space Center in Florida. The Europa Clipper is named after its destination, which is an icy moon of Jupiter.
Scientists think the moon Europa is one of the best bets in the solar system for sustaining life. Under its surface, they believe it has an ocean with tides from Jupiter's gravity that produce heat.
NASA says the Europa Clipper carries 9 instruments for testing those conditions, along with a gravity experiment. But don't expect that data for years. The journey between Earth and Europa spans about 1.8 billion miles.
And just yesterday, SpaceX completed another feat. It launched the most powerful rocket ever built. Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, it might be one of the cutest trends to ever hit. You can now match your Crocs with your dog. We have those details coming up in your morning.
When uncertainty falls upon your freedom, you need an unwavering champion. We're dedicated to not just tipping the scales in your favor, but also delivering an unwavering and relentless defense. With over 5 decades of experience, we'll fiercely defend your freedom and secure the most favorable outcome. Your best defense, Quantum Legal.
Discover Curve Appeal in Kennewick, your personalized med spa. Experience our one-on-one services and treatments designed to make you look and feel your best. From laser hair removal or electrolysis to Botox or body contouring and laser treatments, we tailor our services to your unique needs. Our medical professionals ensure you leave feeling refreshed and rejuvenated. Ready to look and feel your best? Visit curveappealtc.com to schedule your consultation.
Ever feel like something's missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some. Gimme Some Bagels.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0% APR for up to 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
Dealer today.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Through December 31st, receive rebates up to $1,850 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Buffalo battles the New York Jets tonight at 5 on Apple Valley News Now. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Okay, today is going to be a warm and sunny day, and then Tuesday is going to be a transitional day as we'll have these little shower chances arriving to the valleys mainly after the afternoon and mainly into the evening, and after that for the basin and for the foothills, albeit this is pretty generalized and this is subject to change. But just no little shower chances in general for Tuesday, but that's going to set the table for some big-time rain chances for Wednesday and Thursday. That's going to be storm system number 1 and storm system number 2 for Saturday and Sunday. But we'll take a deeper dive into some of the numbers for Wednesday and Thursday. In terms of rainfall totals, could have between 1 inch to 1.5 inches up in the Cascades, upwards of 1 inch for the Blue Mountains, definitely less than that but between the mountain ranges. But we could get some more tangible stuff for the basin and foothills as opposed to the valleys, where I think the rain shadow effect is going to be in full force, probably less than 1/10 of an inch of water up that way. Now, this storm system is going to bring snow levels way down, bottoming out around 3,500 feet by Friday morning. So places like Cabbage Hill and Meacham and Ukiah and points upward could see a transition of snow at some point, but we're thinking for most spots we'll probably get less than, or we'll probably just get trace amounts from the storm system. But it is just, it kind of underscores the fact that we are changing seasons. Of course, the calendar changed seasons a while ago, but it looks like the weather is starting to follow suit. Snow levels going way down because temperatures will go way down into the low 60s in the Tri-Cities for Thursday and Friday. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Big rain chances Wednesday and Thursday. More showers possible Saturday and Sunday. Highs down into the 60s Wednesday and beyond. Lows in the 30s Thursday and Friday night. Then for Yakima, small shower chances Tuesday. Turn into much better rain chances Wednesday and Thursday. We start off in the 70s this week. Down into the 50s Thursday and Friday. Lows around 30 Thursday night. Then for Ellensburg, little shower chances Tuesday. More substantial rain chances Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. Winds pick up Wednesday and Thursday, leaving freezing lows behind in their wake by Friday morning. Then for Hermiston, wet weather looking likely Wednesday and Thursday. Maybe some more of the same this weekend. Much cooler by the mid to late week. Lows adjacent to freezing by Thursday night. Then for Walla Walla, dry Monday and Tuesday, but rain likely Wednesday and Thursday. Maybe more wet weather this weekend. Highs in the mid 70s for Monday, but will be about 20 degrees cooler than that for Thursday and Friday.
This morning's GMA First Look, jury selection is underway in the trial of Richard Allen, who's charged with the horrific murders of 13-year-old Abby Williams and her friend, 14-year-old Libby German in Delphi, Indiana.
What they'll be looking for later today as they start jury selection are impartial jurors.
The small, tight-knit Delphi community was rocked when Abby and Libby disappeared after going for a hike at the Menonhai Bridge Trail. Their bodies discovered Valentine's Day 2017.
The strengths in this case for the defense are that no one's actually seen him at the scene of the crime. However, the evidence for the state is really that he's confessed or allegedly confessed on these tapes during his time while he was incarcerated.
And coming up at 7 a.m., more insight on this long-awaited trial and how the evidence from Abby and Libby's phone played a part in finding the suspect. With your GMA First Look, I'm Alex Perez, ABC News.
When you have moderate to severe eczema, it's okay to show off. With Dupixent, show off your clearer skin and less itch. Because you have plenty of reasons to show off your skin. With Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists, you can stay ahead of your eczema. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your skin from within. Many adults saw 90% clearer skin. Some even achieved long-lasting clearer skin and fast itch relief after first dose. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Show off to the world. Ask your eczema specialist about Dupixent.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is now 6:51. It's time for your 6 o'clock morning sprint. We're going to start off in your national headlines as we're learning more about the man arrested near former President Donald Trump's campaign rally in Coachella, California. Federal officials say there is no evidence the man had any intention of trying to assassinate the former president. 49-year-old Vem Miller was stopped by deputies after he was spotted inside an SUV. Deputies say Miller had multiple driver's licenses and passports with different names. The vehicle was unregistered and had a fake license plate. Deputies also say he had a loaded handgun, a shotgun, and ammunition in the car. In your business news, Halloween spending is expected to reach $11.6 billion in the U.S. this year. The primary drivers of Halloween spending are candy, decorations, and costumes. Consumers are expected to spend an average of about $103.63 per person. This year, many retailers are getting into the spooky season earlier than ever before, with some that started selling Halloween merchandise as early as June. Airfares to some of the world's most gorgeous beaches are now a lot cheaper. The location that came out on top was the Mediterranean resort City of Nice, and fares to the city fell by 27%. But if you want to travel a little closer to the U.S., you can head to Castries, St. Lucia, and Bridgetown, Barbados. Fares to those locations dropped by 25% and 24% respectively. In your health headlines, the FDA is working to address the shortage of 3 drugs. This after a major manufacturer was significantly affected by Hurricane Helene. Baxter International's North Cove site, located just east of Asheville, North Carolina, is one of the largest manufacturers of IV fluids and dialysis solutions in the U.S. Today, the agency says dextrose 70% IV solution, lactated ringers IV solution, and peritoneal dialysis solution are not commercially available in adequate supply to meet national demand. The shortage has led some hospitals across the U.S. to ration their supplies and even postpone some surgeries. In your sports news, if you missed last night's hockey game, we have bad news for Seattle Kraken fans. The Kraken lost to the Dallas Stars in last night's game, and the final score was 0-2. The next Kraken game will be tomorrow against the Nashville Predators at 5 p.m. Now we go to your top 5 local stories that you need to know this morning. Starting off, authorities say the body of Richard Smith has been recovered from O'Sullivan Reservoir. They say they found the body after it came to the surface near to where his tackle box and other gear was found last weekend. The Grant County Sheriff's Office says it has notified Smith's family and they plan on giving an update sometime this morning. The cause of death will be determined at a later date. The West Richland Police Department is asking for your help in identifying 2 people they believe may have been prowling over the weekend. According to the department, these 2 were spotted on surveillance video. Authorities are hoping you can help them identify the 2 by looking at their clothing. And if you can help, please call non-emergency dispatch at 509-628-0333. And Kennewick Police is asking for your help in getting information on a case that happened a little more than 3 years ago. 18-year-old Alyssa Moore was shot and killed on September 22nd of 2021 near the intersection of 7th Avenue and Kent Street. Authorities say they need people to come forward with any information that they may have from the night of the shooting. Now, the city of Yakima is celebrating the grand opening of their Hope Center shelters. The event will mark the launch of the first licensed shelter in the area that's dedicated to supporting youth and young adults. The celebration is set to get underway at 3 p.m. Governor Inslee and his wife Trudy are expected to attend the event. Today is Indigenous Peoples Day around the U.S., also known as Columbus Day, and the day recognizes contributions of those who lived here before Columbus claimed to have discovered it. In 2021, President Biden officially signed a proclamation that federal policies then sought to displace Native American people. All right, check this out. If you're a fan of Crocs, the shoes, not the animal, you can soon pick up a pair for your dog.
Crocs is introducing Pet Crocs later this month. It's in partnership with the pet supply company and subscription service called Bark. Very fitting. It's part of the annual Croctober campaign, which includes the release of a fan-inspired product.
So starting October 23rd, Pet Crocs will be available for a limited time in 2 colors, green slime and pink dragon fruit, great names, and matching classic line clogs for humans will be available the same day. And Josh, you just got a dog, so would you match your Crocs, or do you have Crocs, and would you match them with your dog?
I don't have Crocs, but I would get Crocs, and I would match those Crocs with my dog's Crocs.
It's too cute. Why would you not? Oh.
Yeah, and they need little boots for when the pavement gets too hot.
Exactly.
Which I don't think
or
we're going to be.
Or wet for weather.
Yes.
For rain.
Yes, they do. Yeah, they're versatile. Temperatures this morning, 30s and 40s, 30 in the Tri-Cities, 50 in Walla Walla, 40 in Sunnyside. All of us need some sort of jacket this morning. A little bit later today, very warm, very sunny. Will be about 10 degrees above average for this time of the year. But that is going to change as we have these little shower chances into Tuesday, big time rain chances for Wednesday and Thursday, and that'll drop our temperatures way down. Look at that, 61 and 60 for Thursday and Friday.
No, make it stop. Just kidding. Thank you guys for watching Good Morning Northwest. You can always find the latest updates on our website. That's applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Good Morning America is up next, and we'll be back with your local news and weather tonight at 5. Have a good one.